Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sean. So in South Korea right now, a really fun debate that's going around is the 깻잎 논쟁. So when you go to Korean restaurants, there is a side dish called 깻잎. Often it is in sweet peppery sauce and pretty difficult to separate. The leaves kind of stick together. So naturally, if you're with friends, they often help you separate the different leaves so you can just eat one at a time. The question is though, if a man has a girlfriend or a wife, is it okay if another woman helps him to separate his 깻잎 in a restaurant? What do you guys think? In this video, we want to find the truth. What's the right thing to do? So we asked several people from all around the world what they think of this debate. Also, if you're currently studying English, I highly recommend you join my channel membership. Alright everyone, let the debate begin.
Okay, hey guys, my name is Sean and we're out here in the streets of Hongdae interviewing foreigners. And so, while you've been living here in Korea, have you gotten accustomed with the dating culture?
I did, yeah.
Oh, so you've dated a Korean guy before, right?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was that?
If you got a good one, it's good. But like, it's interesting. It's different than the culture back home, so.
Not really, but I learned about it a lot because my major is Korean studies.
Okay, how about you?
I also learned about it before coming to Korea.
Yeah, if you want to live in Korea, I think you must date a Korean guy.
Killing Korean, that's it's necessary.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you've heard of it before, but are you familiar with this photo?
Yeah.
The leaves.
Yes, the leaves. Comes out as a side dish in some restaurants.
Yeah, it's a side dish, yeah.
Looks like sesame leaves or something like that.
Yeah, a side dish that comes out in Korean restaurants, like kimchi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
But I don't know the name, but actually I like it with the kalbi.
Oh, with kalbi.
Yeah.
Eating it with kalbi, okay.
I think I've seen it, but I haven't tried it yet.
Yes, have you guys eaten this before?
Yeah, I think we did, yeah.
Alright, when eating in a restaurant, some Koreans think it's rude for a guy to help a girl separate them if he already has a girlfriend. What do you guys think about this?
It's a way to help people, you know?
You're just helping them eat?
Yes, like he must give me and then that's fine.
He has to give you first and then he helps the girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say it's no problem.
It's no problem?
It's completely normal to help someone if they are struggling.
I don't think it's disrespectful.
Yeah, this is just like a friendly move.
Personally, I don't think it really matters.
You know, it's not a big deal. It's just food.
The first time I'm hearing actually that this is a thing that people would have trouble separating the leaves from sesame, and somebody else would come along and help them.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe it would be weird.
Yeah,
just depends on how long you've known the person you're helping out, I suppose.
I think I understand where it comes from. Koreans are very different than, for example, the guys back home. I feel like Koreans are very, in dating, they're very, what's theirs is theirs, you know, and they're like very private, like very...
Like possessive kind of.
Yeah, a bit.
There's nothing romantic about separating.
Separating a leaf. Alright.
I think it's a bit different for us because in our culture you don't really everybody eats their own food, you don't really share stuff, so we're not really used to people giving you food and stuff like this. But I don't really think it's rude. I don't know. I think it's kind of nice.
I don't think it's that rude.
Really?
If she's having a hard time, I think it's okay. If you do it automatically, I think it can be rude to your girlfriend. But if she's really struggling, I think it could be just a kind gesture and I would just appreciate it.
You guys have not dated any Korean guys, I assume, right? No? Not at all? Has there ever been a time when you're dating with your boyfriend that you've had you've gotten a bit jealous over something that another girl has done?
I mean, yeah, obviously you get jealous, but I wouldn't get jealous over something like that.
Do you guys get jealous often when you're dating someone?
No.
No? Not at all?
No.
Really?
Maybe a bit, but not that much. Yeah, I try to trust them.
Yeah.
What type of things do you get jealous over?
I think if my boyfriend is way too close to the girl or talking maybe inappropriately, flirting or this kind of stuff.
So some people actually think that's kind of like flirting with the girl in Korea.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, not for me actually, but I'm not Korean, so.
What is the line? What is the line that you draw in terms of helping a girl that's not your girlfriend?
But maybe stuff like tying your shoes. Like a random girl is in the street and she's like, oh, you know.
She's waving her foot around.
Yeah, but like, why would he stop? Like,
Yeah, exactly. That's the line.
I mean, if they are like kind of too touchy or something.
Oh,
with
okay. Maybe if
another
a girl like comes, you know, tries to flirt with him.
Yeah.
I think the same, but I didn't really have many of those situations though.
What should a guy not do when he has a girlfriend to another girl?
well, personally, I'm very easy. Like, I don't really care. Like, I have a lot of guy friends, so I can't like expect the guy not to have any girlfriend.
You don't get jealous, really?
No, I don't. If we're dating, I know you like me, you love me, so helping out with another friend or like being around other girls should not be an issue. Like, that's about trust, in my opinion.
Where's the line in helping someone?
I think getting into too much physical touch, I think.
Physical contact?
Yeah.
Oh, let me help you separate that leaf for you.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, for me, maybe too much physical contact. I don't know. Yeah.
The line drawing moment would be about like too much touch, like more of like intimate touch.
I think it depends on the intention. If you're just helping somebody out because you want to be nice or somebody's in trouble, I would always want my boyfriend to help them out. Like girls like passing out on the street, I would always want him to help him. But if he has like bad intentions or it's like, oh yeah, like if I do her a favor, she will maybe text me or something even though I have a girlfriend, that would be where I draw the line.
If they like look at other girls and are thinking like, she's cute or maybe, but he has a girlfriend, then I don't know.
Some other things that I've heard from some other Europeans is that cheek kisses, you know, with another girl. Do you have problems with that?
If it's part of the culture, it's fine.
Yeah, part of the culture.
Yeah.
Like if you say hello.
When I get jealous, usually it's because they lie. If my boyfriend lies to me and I discover it, I get like, I don't know, if he lies about like going somewhere he didn't tell me.
Oh.
And like if for example he made a girl, even if I know this girl, I would be extremely jealous.
Like, what are some examples of kind gestures that a guy who has a girlfriend should never do to a girl?
If he touches her hair,
I
hate it. Like just like this. I just think it's really like intimate with your boyfriend or girlfriend. And if my boyfriend touches another girl's hair, we hate it.
Oh, okay.
I suppose it differs from person to person. I guess you just like set boundaries with the other person, or with the person you're dating. So it's really no way to like approach it from a general perspective.
Has the Korean person that you've dated before, or maybe now, have they ever gotten jealous?
Yeah, because like I said, I have a lot of like guy friends, and like a lot of my friends back home are guys as well. He got very like, you know, like kind of possessive, like jealous, but for no needs, you know.
Do you think they get jealous sometimes?
Yeah.
Over what? What's one of the things that they got jealous over?
Nothing. Everything.
Nothing? Everything?
Yeah,
For example, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Well, I have a boyfriend, so I'm gonna talk for him. If I go out in a pub, club, bar, he's not gonna get mad, but he's gonna be like, yeah, but there's gonna be other guys looking at you. But this is not my fault. I mean, I think most guys here, they're jealous, but because of other guys, not because they don't trust their girlfriend, but because they don't trust the men.
It's more jealousy rather than trust, you're trying to say.
But the thing is that they complain to you and they're like, oh, you shouldn't go out. But if you trust me, then why?
Yeah, exactly.
But
they don't get very jealous in France.
I think it depends on the person, you know, but I mean, like, you need to be jealous for a reason.
Right. So when you're dating someone, how would you rate your jealousy on a level from 1 to 10?
I would say around 6 or 7.
6 or 7? Okay, that's a pretty...
I think it's normal, at least for a girl, because usually girls are get more jealous, like more easily than boys.
Better than no jealousy, you know?
Exactly.
All right, thank you for coming out today. And I hope you have a wonderful time here in Korea.
Thank you.
Give me a thumbs up. And we'll get you on. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Did you enjoy this video? If so, let me know in the comments down below. Once again, my name is Sean, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.